everybody, welcome back to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you could join me either in person or in replay. I've got some really cute fun folds for you. We're going to start a whole new series tonight. I'm going to show you 3 easy and fun folds that anybody can do. I just have to get just 1 second here. I have to get you pulled up on my iPad so I can see your comments, and then my laptop too so that I can see your, well, my iPad I have to see what you're seeing, it's right in front of me, and then my laptop will show me your comments. So both are really important and I don't want to miss anything, so there we go. Okay. I think is that right? I'm not finding myself live. You know, there's always something with Facebook. I think I've got everything going. Here we go. Here's live. Okay, I think before I had my... Hi, thank you for all the hearts. You guys are just the best. This is why I come on and do this, because it's always nerve-wracking. But once we get going and crafting together and get all the technology figured around, it's all better because you're here with me. So Debbie's watching. Hello. Hi, Kay, Kelly, Roz. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to see you tonight. All right, or if you're watching replay, I'm really happy you're watching replay too. So don't be afraid to comment. I always go back and check my comments. So I would love to see your comments and know what you're thinking and see if I can help you. Thanks again for the hearts. You guys are just the absolute best. All right, we are going to, hi Kathy. I'm going to click a little icon here on my phone, and it's going to make me go upside down. I know there's more sophisticated ways to do this. I'm exploring other streaming options, but right now we're going to go to my normal silly way of having to go upside down first and then getting you right side up. And I always kind of guess where I'm going to land and see how we go. That's not too bad. Well, then I just went, oh, there we go. Went a little crooked that way. Let me just pull out all the stuff. Oh, going more crooked. Okay, let's go back this way. Okay, so I'll just let you know, I struggled of what to show tonight because we've got a huge amount of beautiful products retiring. So I was kind of tempted to show retiring products, but at the same time, if I show you something, they're only while supplies last. So I was just afraid to pick something that, you know, would be sold out. Sorry, I keep messing with my camera. I'm trying to get it a little bit straighter. It's just crookeder than crookeder. And that's the wrong way, so let's go back this way. Okay, but, okay, so I landed on Cottage Rose, and then I've got some other sets here, because we're going to make 3 cards today. They're all different fun folds, and I chose this for a couple of reasons. 1, it's an annual catalog, so it's not going to sell out, and 2, I've tried to offer classes with it. I've had it on the docket, and it's been sold out, so it's been sold out a couple of different times, but it's in stock now. So I am hoping that it's going to stay in stock. I think right now that people are kind of focused on the clearance stuff. So I think this will stick around now. Maybe it'll stay in stock for good. But I like this set because it has images, it has greenery, and it also has really beautiful scenes. So those are my favorite kind of stamp sets. I have all 3. So if you are expecting weeks 11 and 12 of the 12 Weeks of Christmas series, those will be in my email. So if you want to, and they're going to be actually email only. So, hi Shar. Sorry, still trying to adjust my phone here. So I will go ahead and quickly put a link, and I'll go this way. I don't know, I'm all turned around today. I was working on working on my Christmas cards and some other things today, and I had all my Facebook stuff ready for tonight. I'm getting on my computer here. Anyway, I had everything done, so I went upstairs to rest a little while. I was really, really sleepy about 4 o'clock. And I fell hard asleep. Do you ever do that? Oh my goodness. So anyway, we're starting a new series. Projects 11 and 12 will be on to my email, my newsletter subscribers only. So if you're not a subscriber, I did just now put in the comments my subscription link, so you can do that. So tonight we're going to make 3 cards, and I've got some really awesome ordering specials, and I can't wait to share everything with you. Okay, let's go ahead and start this party. Let's go ahead and we are going to start from scratch. Let me get my, hi Carol, let me get my paper trimmer out here, and I'm going to just show you from the very scratch. So if you happen to be a brand new stamper, and actually, funny story. Okay, so this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of thick white cardstock. I'm going to score it at 4. And our paper trimmers have both a cutting blade. This is a cutting blade. I'm going to get that out of the way. And a scoring blade, this one. So I'm going to take that one and I'm going to score the short side of an 8.5 by 11 paper. And then I'm going to turn it to 5.5 to cut my card stock. And I've got my brain's going ahead of my mouth, you can tell. So now I have 2 card bases. But what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to do one more score. So I'm going to go to, so from here, this score line to this score line, it's 4 1/4, which I said. So I want it exactly in half. So I'm going to go to 2, here's the 2 up here, and 1/8. Okay, so it's exactly in half. Again, I'm getting my cutting blade out of the way. Hi, Sue. And there we go. So we got that much. And I wanted to show you all that from scratch because I started to say, I heard my husband on the, he works from home. He's out of town this week, but he works from home, and I heard him explaining dimensionals to one of his coworkers, and I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so I scored this. I folded it in half, and then I'm going to turn back this fold like back away from itself, so this direction. And so come to find out, I said, who are you talking to about dimensionals? And he was saying, yes, my wife teaches stamping and all that. So here, we're going to score one more thing. So let me get another piece out. This piece is 4 by 7.5. And this one, we're going to score at 2 1/2 and 5. And then we'll have our scoring done. 2 1/2. And 5. Moving over here. Here's the rule up here. I'm going over to 5. Anyway, as it turns out, one of his staff members, on his team, had seen one of my YouTube videos, and she was really interested. She's not a stamper. I'm not sure she's a crafter at all. I don't know. I haven't met her yet. I'm going to meet her. And now we're folding this like a Z. That give you a hint. We're going to make a Z fold card. This is called, there are so many types of Z fold cards. Anyway, Yeah, my husband was talking to her about dimensionals and what they are and how they work, which I thought was kind of funny. And I even heard him say to her, it's pretty funny, I know all this stuff, or sad, one of the two. Anyway, but the point of it, all that is I want to be sensitive to the fact that there may be people watching that have never stamped before. So I just want to make sure I show everything from the beginning. If you haven't ever stamped before, no worries. Stay with us because you'll learn how to do it because it is easy. Everybody can do it. And I'm going to take a scrap paper. Now we've got all of our bits getting ready here. I'm going to go ahead and do some stamping. So this is how stamps come. They come in a case like this, and they're either red rubber like this, or they're clear, which is called photopolymer. And I'm going to take this, and these red rubber ones are sticky. They're called cling stamps because they're really sticky and they cling to the block. The block is what they're clinging to. So let's go ahead and get this pulled up here, and I'm going to get out my Memento Black ink. Memento Black is a basic ink that everybody needs. It's really great for especially images that you need to color. And normally for coloring we use our blends markers, but we do have other ways of coloring too. But I am going to use blends markers tonight, so I want to make sure I get this really inked well. So I'm using Memento because that's how I'm going to color, although I'm not doing a lot of coloring. So I'm going to push extra hard in the middle here where the artwork is a little more dense and tightly drawn close together. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, then we clean our stamps with a cleaning pad, of which I washed my cleaning pad. Oh, hang on, it's over at the sink. Sorry about that. This is what we use for cleaning our stamps. It's called a chamois, and then I keep it. This is just a regular stamp case. These come in packages of 4, but I store a lot of things in stamp cases, but chamois are one of them. And then we want to just clean this off when we're done, because if you lay a inked stamp around near you, you're for sure going to set your card on it or your cardstock or something that's going to get messed up. Okay, so now I'm going to just take, these are the blends markers I was talking about. They come in all of our color families. Stampin' Up! Is the greatest thing about Stampin' Up! Is, first of all, they're high quality products, but secondly, they're color coordination. So these are petal pink markers, and if I have petal pink cardstock out, which I'm going to have out, I'm not going to take a lot of time coloring these, so I'm going to go through here pretty quickly. When I first started stamping, I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought a few stamps, and then I stood in the aisle of paper and stamps, ink, and paper, and I picked out a red ink pad, and then I looked at the cardstock and I thought, well, this red doesn't look to me like it's really going to match this red cardstock. The ink and the cardstock weren't going to match. So that was kind of the beginning of my stamping, and when I found Stampin' Up!, I realized that everything they have coordinates and matches. So all of our colors, our markers have coordinating paper, and accessories, sometimes ribbons, all of that. Okay, so there's petal pink, and actually we're not going to really do a lot of coloring. I'm going to grab this is soft succulent ink, And I'm just going to give a little bit of color to these little, they kind of look like, well, they kind of look like baby's breath, but we're making them kind of a light green to tie into our paper. Hi Diane, thank you for sharing. So many of you jumped right on and shared tonight. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let me see what else we have to die cut, and then we will go ahead and finish our card. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the greeting. We're making happy birthday cards tonight. When I get past Christmas cards, I'm not past my own Christmas cards, but when I get done with my Christmas card classes, I have one more Christmas class this Saturday. I usually head into birthdays because the beginning of the year, I like to make sure I replenish my birthday cards. This is soft suede and this is petal pink. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp my happy birthday. When you're stamping water-based ink on colored cardstock, you want to just let it sit on your cardstock for just a couple extra seconds to let it soak in a little better. So now we're going to take these dies are called the Stylish Shapes dies. They're unfortunately not available right now. They're sold out, but they'll be back in. And taking this one, and then we'll get back to the dies in this set. So these are the dies, and I need the one that cuts out the big rows. So that's the one I need. Okay, that's good. All right. Now let me get my die cutting machine and we'll get this all cut, and then I think we have just one or two more things to die cut. But we'll do these first. Why I'm hesitating is I don't remember whether I did it ahead of time or not. Sometimes I do the die cutting ahead of time. Sometimes I don't. I always like to show at least some die cutting, so if you've never seen it before, you know where all those shapes come from. So we're just going to get our happy birthday down here. I might go ahead and use some washi tape. If you don't have washi tape, you can always use a Post-it note. We'll use some Christmassy washi tape tonight. Let me go ahead and grab this. So I have a success to report. I have started my Christmas shopping. I know some of you are done and you've got everything wrapped and under the tree. I do not. Okay, so oops, let's go ahead and move this up a little bit. I think that's still good in the die, and then we're going to die cut this rose. I don't know how much you can see. I'm pretty close to the camera. I have a couple things for my husband. We have one thing for our great nephew. He's 3 and he loves dinosaurs, so Steve bought him a dinosaur toy. And I mean, I've barely started, but I've started, so I feel good about that. Okay, so just gonna go ahead and die cut these. And sometimes washi tape like this is tearing my paper, so I'm going to go back and peel this off really, 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 really carefully. If you use a Post-it note, that won't happen. Okay, so there's that. And get this out, and we're ready for that. Okay, that's that much. Put this back in here for a second. And okay, I think we're getting set to do the rest of this. I think I might need to punch some gold paper. And you know what? I'm pretty sure I put away the gold paper today when I was cleaning up. So let me just grab a little scrap. We just need enough to punch out some stems. I think that's big enough, so I'll try that one. I'm using this punch. It has the 2 branches on it, or 2 sprigs. This is in the annual catalog. So I haven't talked about my ordering special. I have a really great ordering special going, starting today, going through Sunday. And that is that if you purchase $35 or more, you're going to get the cards I make tonight, all the supplies, times 2. So you're going to get enough supplies for 6 cards. And they'll look just like this, like, you know, complete like this when you get it in your envelope. And everything's ready to go. And you'll also get a PDF tutorial. If you put in a $50 order, you also get a free embellishment. And I'll show you what those are in a moment. Let's go ahead and put our card together. This piece of designer's paper is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. My little mat keeps wanting to move around. And we're going to put this on the front of our card. 1 7/8 is obviously just a little bit short of 2. But 2 is just a little too wide to make all the borders around it be even. So that's why that. And then we're going to open this up, and then we're going to put some designer series paper on the inside. This is the Chic Designer Series paper. It's also an annual catalog. This is also sold out a time or 2, but it's currently in the catalog. I love it. It's just one of my favorite. Well, it's pink and gold and then soft greens. You know, you can't go wrong with that. Okay, let's go ahead, and we've got some other stuff to do before we put this all together. So I've got 2 sheets of basic white that are 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and I've also got another piece of coordinating designer's paper the same. So I think I started to say you get a PDF tutorial with your order for all 3 projects, plus 2 sets of supplies for every card. So that's 6 cards for a $35 order. With a $50 order, you get the embellishment too that I'm going to use. So it's a Merry Christmas special. Okay, this is going to go on the front of our card like this. So this is where this Z is going to come in. Here's the Z again like this, and then this is going to go on the front like this. See how that's going to be? So on this front one, we're not going to do any stamping on that. We're just going to put it down. So who else is, hi Donna, who else, is everybody else done Christmas shopping? I want to know. So put in the comments, I'm done, I haven't started, I have a few things. Let me know where you are. You know, it felt like Christmas was so far away, and now it's just not. Okay, this is going to be our inside panel, so we're going to go ahead and do some stamping on this first. We're going to take soft suede ink again, and this is another greeting that's in the Cottage Rose set. You are positively the greatest. Put it down just a little bit. There we go. And this is actually, it's a fun fold, but it's actually a pretty fast fun fold. This would not take you a lot of time to make multiples. Don, you haven't started. You are awesome. Kay, you are my people. Good job. Oh, I feel so much better after watching your comments. You're my people. You know, you just kind of have to have people you can relate to. I did go so far, at least this week, to get my nieces and her family. She's the one with the 2 small children. I'm going to, oh, you know what I'm going to do with this guy? I'm going to stamp this off once. This is petal pink. This is another flower from the rose set. Oops, that didn't ink very evenly. Try it again. And then I'm going to do it just down here in the corner. And I wanted it really light just so that I could write on it and not feel bad I was writing on it, or not make it hard to read. I did get my niece and her little ones and her husband's Christmas wish list. So I've got that. I've got my nephew. He's an adult as well. They're all in Colorado. I've got his wish list. And I have a couple things bought for Steve. And we have one thing for our little great nephew. Yeah, that's it. That's it, people. Okay, so now, let's see. I think what would be easiest? Let's go ahead and put this together. I think that'll work okay. So we're going to, you have to be a little bit thoughtful about this, because you can't put adhesive on the entire back of this because you'll glue this shut. You can only put adhesive here on this side. So I'm going to, now for a fold like this that people are going to handle, normally I would use Tombow or Seal Plus, but I'm going to, for the sake of, what am I doing? Oops. Well, don't do that. Here we go, like this. Well, I keep doing that. Let's put our adhesive on the back of this first. Good thing I used my Stamp and Seal and I didn't use Stamp and Seal Plus, because as you can see, I'm keep taping it together. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I had no problem making my original one. So let's go like this. I'm going to put this over like this. I'm centering it between the two sides and the top and the bottom. Okay, so there we go. So this is how it looks from the top. And that's what makes it the Z fold. Then all we need to do is, let's go ahead and put our happy birthday on the front of this. For that, I'm just going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. This is the end of a package. I've got it all cut up. Gonna go in like so. And then like so. And we're just going to put that at the bottom of our panel here, like, about like that. And then we've got our gold. We just need this bigger one. We don't need the smaller one. And then I also have another leaf from the dies. So that leaf is from the dies in the set. So I'm going to put a mini glue dot on this one. So I'm going to actually put it on the gold side because I'm going to stick it to the back of my flower. Then I'm going to grab my tool, of which I can't find right now. So I'll use this one. This is our old paper piercer. Usually I use my take a pick tool, but you know, I don't know where it is. It's Facebook Live, so you never can have everything go really perfectly. Okay, this I'm going to just put kind of off to the side here in that little hole, like so. And then this little guy, I'm just going to bring down here like this. So kind of the same thing. I'm going to stick it, the gold side down on the mini glue dot, and then I'm going to take it off with my tool. You can take it off with your fingers. Let's go right, kind of like right here with this. Sometimes when you take it off with your fingers, it sticks to either your fingers or, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, let's put some dimensionals on this. Or it sticks to the roll of mini glue dots. So a lot of times I use a tool. It just makes things a little smoother usually. Okay, I put dimensionals on the back of this, and I'm just going to put this down like so. I'm trying to get my stem or my middle of my flower to be going directly up. Okay, so then we've got that like that. Donna, you've got half done things are ordered, just not here yet. Kelly, you bought your husband's only. Yeah, that's kind of where I am. Steve bought our great nephew's gift. I didn't even buy that. He saw something that had to do with dinosaurs and he got it, so that's great. We got that one done. Okay, so now I'm going to take champagne rhinestones, and this is the embellishment I'm giving with the $50 purchase plus supplies for 6 cards. So let's see. I didn't put rhinestones on my sample card. Maybe we'll put them up here. I meant to. I just went on to the next project before I had it done. And then maybe down here. Okay, so there's card number 1. There's your Z fold card. I love this paper, and I really like this stamp set, and it's so easy to create beautiful cards really quickly and easily. So that's card 1. Oh, thank you with the hearts, you guys. That's so sweet. Okay, so before we go to our next project, I want to talk a little bit more about this one. So since it's back in stock, I designed a class with it, and this class is available for $35. You get project supplies for 5 cards. You get a half a pack of this designer series paper. This is the, not sentimental rose, what is this called? This is called Abigail Rose paper. So mine's all kind of a hot mess because I've been making a lot of cards with it. But you get half a pack of that, and then you'll get also a whole pack of these iridescent rhinestones. So I'll show you the cards. I'm offering this class this week. You have till December, oh gosh, I should have written it down, about a week to sign up for it. So this one is one, and then this one is a little, I need to put a little tab on this one and decorate the inside. I haven't done that yet, but that's that one. And here's a happy birthday card. And here is a feel better, get well card. And here is an uplifting card or a thank you card. So that's my class coming up. If you need it shipped, the shipping is extra. If you need porch pickup or you want to come in person, it is $35. So that's also in my email, but I will put a link. Well, thanks, Carol. Thank you, Kay. I'm going to go ahead and put a link for that class too in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, I will have all these links in the video description. So click more or click the little caret right below the video. It'll take you to all the links for everything I'm handing out. So here is, thanks for, you guys in the hearts. It's so fun to see all the hearts pop up. Thank you. You know, and Facebook is a little bit delayed. So you send me comments and then I don't see them for a few minutes. So there's that. I can't tell if that there the link went live. So it's a good link. And it's also part of my Be Creative Club. And my Be Creative Club, the only club part of it is there's no obligation or anything. But if you take it consecutively for 6 months in a row, you get $25 in free product. So there is more about that in my email. And I also just put the link in the comments. Okay, so there's that one. And you get all your card parts in an envelope like this. And you get 2 envelopes because you're getting 2 cards for every one that I'm making tonight. So there's that one. Okay, let's go on. So this next card it's just, the fun fold is very similar to the one we just did. But we're going to do something different with it. But I thought it might be fun to see what else you could do with kind of that basic idea. At least the card base being pretty much the same. So again, this is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. But now I'm going to go in back in here, and I'm going to come over to the 2 1/8 up here, and I'm going to score again. So this is just like the base of our first card. And for this one, I'm going to, well, let's do our stamping and then we'll do the rest of that. So I did go ahead and die cut. If you're new to stamping, you just saw me die cut something. So I'm not going to die cut the rest of it, but it's just like I did it the first time. It's really easy. It adds so much dimension to your cards. But you can definitely have, whoops, I already stamped. I already die cut that. I was going to show you, this is the set we're using. This is called Frame Florets. This is a new one coming up in the new mini catalog, but we've also been able to order it early, so you might already have this one. But this is what we're using for this one, and this is the die that I used to cut this oval. So we're going to take this one, and in the middle of the oval, we're going to go to the soft succulent ink pad again, and we're going to stamp. These are photopolymer. I explained at the beginning of the video we have two kinds of stamps. One are the cling stamps, and they're the red rubber, and then these are the photopolymer, which are clear. Just want to make sure I've got that inked really, really well. And I'm going to go right in the middle of this, as close as I can to the middle. Hopefully straight. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, then I'm going to, we're going to need this in a minute, but we're going to stamp some flowers first. So I'm going to grab my Petal Pink ink pad, and I'm going to grab this little flower stamp, and I'm going to stamp it. Let's see, I kind of want it to go, we need to get a branch up here, so I'm going to go pretty close to the top with this little flower. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then one down here at the bottom, and this time the branch will go the other way. So I'm going to come over this way just a touch. It's a pretty tight fit, you can see. But I thought it was okay. Actually, you know, I was kind of playing around with this, and this was just kind of a fluke I was playing with, and went, well, wait a minute, I think that's okay. That's going to be a cute greeting on the front of a card. So now I'm going to come in here and go ahead and, let's see. I'm going to try and get this point of the leaf into the petals. There we go, like that. And then we're going to do the same on the bottom one. So it's going to go off of our oval a little bit, but I'm good with that. It's okay, like so. And it is pretty close together. If you wanted it to not be quite so close together, you could always just use a bigger shape, like a larger circle or something like that. As I said, this was kind of a fluke on my desk, and I went with it. So there we go. That's our stamping. Then on the inside of our card, this is 3 3/4 by 5. And on the inside, we're going to stamp for a special person on a special day. And I think I forgot to get that on a block. So we'll get a block out. When I'm putting my blocks on putting my stamps on my blocks, I like to get them straightened up on my grid paper so that they're straight on my block. I feel like it helps me. It helps me get them straight. Then let's go ahead and use the same soft succulent ink. Hi Kay, I know I love this set too. You know, I have used this. I wasn't in the mood for flowers when they brought this set out, but of course it's a spring set, so it's going to have flowers. Is not, you know, too much to ask. But I have used this so much in December, and I think we were able to buy it in November. So yeah, I'm really glad I got it. I've used it a ton already, and the dies are so nice too. Okay, we're going to add just another little flower to the inside. So I'm going to just grab, you know, you want to decorate your insides too of your cards. No naked insides of your cards. That's got to be our rule. Okay, now I'm going to bring in, oops, I shut the green ink and we need that. We need it. I'm going to grab a little more of the soft succulent ink. We're going to stick a little leaf down here for that flower. And there we go. Okay, so let me get this all picked up. And you'll see how fast this is. This is another fast and easy one. So, get everything together. Now, this is the, let's see, this is the front of our card, and it's going to also go back like we did on our first card. Getting all our bits out here and getting it ready. So, and then we're going to fold this back like that. Okay, like that. Let's get our inside in first. I just really like these colors together. I started out with making this one also in petal pink, and I went, I don't know, I really like this evening evergreen, especially for this time of year. But you're going to see something. Okay, it's probably not apropos, but I pulled out of this same paper, the snowflake paper. So yes, I put flowers with snowflakes, but you know, it's stamping world, so you can have flowers and snowflakes going on at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead. This piece is 3 3/4 by 5, and the white piece is 3 7/8 plus a 1/16 by, or just measure it 4 by 5 1/4, and you'll be okay. So then this is going to go like this. Okay. Now again, if I was not on Facebook Live, I would be using Tombow for this, because it will hold together better, and you can know that it's not going to come unglued. So, okay, like so. And then this is oh shoot, oh dang it. Anybody ever put your card down and then you forgot to put your ribbon on? Put your hand up. Or maybe you haven't ever done that. So I have, oops, I have done that many times. Okay, so we're going to wrap around our soft, subtle ribbon. Better to do this before you glue your card down so that you don't have to unglue it. Or, let's see, we're going to put our bow over on this side. Or leave the ribbon off. Those are your only two options if you don't get it on at this stage. So, do as I say, not as I do. What the heck? There we go. You know, a person that really has trouble talking and stamping at the same time might not be, Facebook Live might not be the best medium for that. But you know, if I did it perfectly, I would never come on and do it, because I just can't do it perfectly. Okay, so we're going to tie this bow on here, pull it through. There we go. This is some of my favorite ribbon. It's called, what is this called? Open Weave Ribbon. So this is soft succulent. This is an in color. In colors for Stampin' Up! Are every year we have 5 new in colors, and they stay for 2 years. Dang it. Well, see, this is what happens when you blow it. And see, that's why part of the other reasons I use I was going to say snail, stamp and seal. Okay, let's try this again. Kelly, you have poinsettias inside. You mean decorating your home for Christmas? I'm not sure what their comment is in reference to. Unless it's maybe to somebody else who's... You mean flowers in the middle of snowflakes time? Yeah, that's true. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so there we go. And it's kind of the same idea, only it's kind of a surprise because you don't see that coming. Okay, so there's that. And then actually all we're going to do is we're going to stick this guy on here. I'm going to move this over just a touch. See if I can move it. Well, it looks like it's stuck down. So then what I'll do is just make this bow just a little bit smaller because I don't want to cover up my beautiful greeting. So I'm going to just do this like so. Okay, and then like this. There we go. I'll just put this over to the side. I should have got my bow over a little bit farther, but we're just going to go with it. Okay, so I'm going to use some more Stampin' Dimensionals. And I don't like to tie my ribbon down, so I put my dimensionals on, you know, above and below where the ribbon's going to be. And I also send all the ribbon that I used on my cards with the supplies packet. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put on some gems on this one. So I'm going to pull out my beautiful champagne rhinestones. These have been in the catalog now, but this is the second year. But when they first were in the catalog, they could not keep these in stock either. And they just go so beautifully with this paper and these cards. I thought this will be my giveaway this week for these orders this week. Now I'm going to put on a few extra. We're going to go ahead and go with 5 rhinestones on this card. We're going to bling it up a little bit. And then, let's see, maybe over here. There you go. There's your second. This is your Fitting Florets card. And that's our number 2 fancy fold. Now we have another one. Before we go into that one, I just want to give you a little announcement too. I do give gift certificates. So if you've got a stamper in your life that you would like to give a gift certificate to for Christmas, I have it all ready to go, and I'll get your name on it and their name on it, and I'll send it with a beautiful card. It might not be this exact card, but I'll send it with a beautiful card. Or if you live in Lincoln and you want to pick it up so you can sign it yourself, then you're welcome to drop by and get that. Also, on my email list this week, I made a little elf list. So I put in my email a shopping list. That's for you to fill out. And then how to get what you really want for Christmas is, okay, so sit down, sip your favorite beverage while you browse through the catalogs, and then you make your wish list here, your shopping list. Then you put down the names of the people that you want to know what your wish list is, and their address and their email and their phone. I don't really need their address. Well, you can give me their address. Probably I'm going to email it or send it in a text. And then I send it to them, and I help them get ordered for you what's on your shopping list. So I will also put the links to this. I'll put it in the description of the video on YouTube. And it went out to my email list. If you're not an email subscriber, just make sure you get signed up for my email so you don't miss out on that. Thank you, Kate. Hi, Brenda. Thanks, Kelly. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, for this last card, I have a little sneak peek for you, too. So, this card I came up with this one. I'm sure someone has made this fun fold before. It's very easy, but I set up on my scoring board, and I just came up with these measurements. So this is just, you know, again, your regular 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, but I'm gonna score this a little bit differently. So I'm actually gonna score it 1.5 on, well, let's go ahead. So it's not confusing, let's go ahead and just do it this way. 1.5 like this. Okay, 1.5, and then we're gonna go to 5 3/4. 5 3/4 comes over to about here. Okay, like this. I saw this card idea on another demonstrator who made it years ago, and I had no idea what her measurements were, but I liked the idea of it, so I thought we could make it tonight because it's another easy one. Fun folds don't have to be difficult to be fun and cute. So now we should meet in the middle like that, so that's good. Okay, got that all done. This is thick, basic white, thick cardstock. Let's go ahead and do some stamping before we actually do that. Let me grab my sample card, of which I just had in my hand 1 second ago. Here we go. Okay, so we need a tag and a greeting. So let's go ahead. I bought I don't know if you guys have missed this set. I bought it early on in the catalog, but I haven't used it a whole lot. It's called Go To Greetings, and there's Happy Birthday in 3 different fonts. There's this one, and this one. And Thinking of You, the same. Thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you. Just a hello. Oops, oh, there's an extra hello and just a note. And then thank you. Or here's just a note too. Okay, so there's all the 3 just a note, sorry. And then thank you. And then there's an extra little hello right here. And then there is, yeah. So I bought this early on because I thought this is a great stamp set. I think there's a lot of uses for that. I chose the Happy Birthday out of here. Let me grab, we're gonna stamp this in Memento Black on Fresh Freesia. So there's a spring color for you, like so. Okay, then let me grab the die. We're going to use the same die that we used for the first card, on the rose card. And then we're also going to die cut a tag. So for the tags, I'm going to use the tailor-made tags. And I'm going to grab the biggest one. And then let's get the die cutting machine out and we'll get those cut. Before I get ink on everything, I'm going to clean one more stamp so that I make sure that I don't get cardstock in it and make a mess. Let me grab my die cutting machine. When you're making 3 projects instead of 1, it gets a little crowded. So it's crowded in the area around my workspace. But I don't know, are you like me? I stamped for a while and I realized I'm working in about a 3" by 4" area because everything's around me. I might grab the washi tape again for this, just to keep it from moving. So I'm pretty good about, keeping things neat when I stamp, but sometimes if I'm really, creating from scratch and I kind of don't know where I'm going with it, I'll land with stuff crowding and crowding in on my workspace. So then I have to take a deep breath, get it organized, and either put it away or at least get it out of the middle of my workspace so I can have room. Anybody like that? Yes, Kay and Kelly too? Good, I'm glad I'm not alone. That was me yesterday. I had just a hot mess. Okay, so we've got our happy birthday and we've got our tag. Then we're going to take another new set. The Stampin' Up! Also gave us a pre-order on this, so you might already have this stamp set. It's called A Warm Welcome, and it's really cute. It has this cute idea of an open door, and my door is always open for you. It's got the cute little mugs. I just love this, and the little feet by the door, the little shoes. There's just a lovely set. So we're going, since we're doing birthday, we're going to go ahead and do a birthday cake. We're not going to do a lot of coloring, but we are going to stamp a line art image of the cake in Calypso Coral. So I'm taking my Calypso Coral, I'm inking it up, and then I'm going to put this not really close to the top, but also not close to the bottom. So maybe about ½ an inch down from the little tag hole. So there's our cute little birthday cake. Now, if you like the color, this is a perfect stamp to color because you could make a very colorful birthday cake if you wanted to. So we've got that stamped, and then we've got our happy birthday. And then let's see what else we've got here. I think we've got some pattern paper. We've got a heart. We should have 2 hearts. Whoops, looks like we only have 1. So I didn't remember whether I cut both of them or not. We need to die cut a little heart. There is a heart in this stamp set. So in the set of dies, here's the little heart. So we're going to grab that. And then we'll grab another piece of, oh, wait a minute, here it is. It just fell out of the envelope, so we're good to go with that. Again, I did, all these are birthday cards, so I'm going to crease these just a little bit more. I haven't had a lot of chance to play with this set, so I wanted to get it back out. This paper is probably new to you, unless you're a demonstrator. We were able to pre-order this. It's a paper coming out for celebration. I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek of it. It's so pretty for spring. It's a large pack of paper. I think there's 48 sheets, and you get it for a free $100 order during celebration, which is not here yet. But if you would like to be the first to get to order these products, and you would be interested in getting $125 worth of merchandise for just $99, let me know, because then you can join Stampin' Up! And you can be the first to get these products too. So that's just a little sneak peek of something that's coming. So now we're going to take our little tag and I'm going to put it, let's see, did I do, yeah, I did dimensionals on that one. So again, you want to make sure that you're not gluing this part of the card because we want it to open. So we're just going to, your last take home kit got half done, Kelly's. You got stuff all over the table. Well, here's the good news. You got half done. There, that's the key word there. So that's the good part. And I know that you have the stamp sets, I think, that, and dies for that kit, so that's good. Okay, I'm taking off the backings of the dimensionals. Okay, then I'm going to, again, this is another simple fun fold, and I'm going to get it I want that little hole in the tag to be still on the, I don't want it to be exactly where the card opens. I want it to be on this left side because that's where I'm going to put my bow. So then we're going to take our little happy birthday, and again, this is an easy fun fold, but it's fun. I mean, it's unexpected. I think any fold that's unexpected is fun because, you know, it doesn't open like a traditional Hallmark card. So that makes it unique to the giver, to the recipient, I should say, and to the giver. So we're going to pull those off. Okay, for my ordering special, where you get two supplies for 2 of each of these cards. Let's see, how do I want to put this one? Kind of right there. I think my cake price should have been down a little bit further. We'll go with it though. You have until Sunday night using this host code to order, put in your $35 order to get all of the card parts for 2 cards. If you go to $50, you also get the, let's see, sorry, I'm looking at my sample and I'm like, I don't think I got this in the right place, but maybe I did, like right here. You also get the rhinestones, so, and I'll send that all out to you. There's no, you don't pay any postage for it. Now, if you live locally, I'll have it here for you in person. If you don't live locally, then your order, of course, will be sent to your house because you'll order online. Unless you need me to help you put in your order, I can do that too. And then I'll send you all this stuff separately. So now we're going to put, oh, let's do our ribbon before our gems. So I'm going to take a little fresh freesia. I just love the colors in this paper. I was just so anxious to get it out and play with it. But that's the last you'll see of any celebration or new mini catalog products until they go live, which is January 1st. Or maybe the 3rd. I should look at that. But the first part of January. Okay, so this is our pretty fresh freesia ribbon. I'm going to grab this. And this. And also, if you're interested in the rose class, again, I put a link in the comments, the Cottage rose class, for all the information. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put a link in the video description. Okay, so now I'm going to put my bow on the mini glue dot, and then I'm going to stick this little guy up here, which is why I wanted that hole to not be right in the center. So there's our cake. Let's get out our gems. And let's see. We'll put a little gem here. And a little gem here. Let's put some on our cake too. So let's go with maybe here, here, and another one down here. Bling is everything, right? Bling is the thing. 4, I need one more. That's 4. So I usually try to do 4 or 5. Let's see. Not sure where to put this one. Up here? No. Maybe here. At the bottom. And there's our third fun fold. Oh, no, I didn't put anything on the inside. Oh, I have something to put on the inside. Let's make sure we do an inside greeting on this. That's no good. Let me get out my, we'll do the inside greeting in Memento Black. And we're going to, so there's a couple things in this stamp set. So on the front, we've got happy birthday with the go-to greetings. But on this stamp set, we've got a it's your day and we've got yay. So we're going to use both of those. Let's go with Let's get this open nice and flat. I try to remember to stamp my inside greetings first in case I mess it up. I don't have my card all completely finished. Anybody ever finished a card and go to do the greeting and you muck it up? I used to do that so often when I first started stamping. I still do it, and I've been stamping a long time, but I try to remember to do this part first so I don't. Yay, it's your day. Like so. And there's actually a couple of little heart stamps in this stamp set. So we're going to get out our Calypso Coral again. And thank you, Kay. Life is better with bling. Diane, you're my girl. Yep. You're right about that. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this little heart up here, and then I'm actually just going to do some stamped off hearts. So let's do another one maybe here. And then here. And maybe one here. And let's see, how about here? There we go. Yay, it's your day. This is easy. Anyone can make this. If you don't have a die cutting machine, you can just cut a piece of white cardstock here, and you could put a little border on it in either this color and this can be just a strip of paper. It doesn't have to be die cut. You would have to have something for hearts. You need either a little punch or you do need a die cutting machine, but there are, you wouldn't even have to put hearts on it. You could put something, you could stamp the hearts that I just stamped in here. You could stamp them on the outside. So there we go, my friends. This is what's your favorite one? So we've got the Cottage Rose card. We've got the Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. This is the Fitting Florets card. And we've got the, why can't I say it? Warm Welcome. So this is the Cottage Rose. Goodness gracious. Cottage Rose, Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. And the cake one, Warm Welcome. This is Fitting Florets. This is the rose one. Oh, thanks, Kay. Thanks. I did try to coordinate the colors. I was excited about, I like for things when you get them, when you get my free kits, I like that. Well, any of my kits, the ones you pay for or the ones that come free. I like things to look pretty together so that when you're crafting, it looks really pretty. And this, as you can see from the top, here's our 3. Okay, if you haven't liked or followed my Facebook page, I would love for you to do that. If you're on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video tonight and you want to see more. And then make sure to hit the notification bell so you see when I go live or when I post my videos next time. All right, so next week, we will have more Funfuls. I'm going to do 3 series. We're going to do a series of 3 weeks of Funfuls. So I'm going to do 3 every week. So don't miss it. And I hope that I'll join you or I'll see you the next time. Hi, Karen. Oh, Donna, thank you. I'm just looking through your comments to make sure I didn't miss anything. Thanks, Kelly. Thank you for the hearts. Hi, Karen. Thank you. First card, this one is your favorite. Well, I have to admit, this is my favorite too because I love roses and I love the colors in this especially. But I like them all. Obviously, I try not to make ugly cards that I don't like. Okay, everybody, blessings to you. I hope I've inspired you. I would love to see what you're making. I would love for you to post. You can post on my page what you're making. Just take a photo of it and post it and show me what you've made. And if you use some of my ideas, that's perfect. I would love to see what you're using that I'm showing you. All right. Hi, Christy. Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry I did miss you not coming on, but you can watch the replay. All right, my friends. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.